What's up out there? Welcome back to more Melvor Idle Hardcore. We are on Gen 2, episode 58. In the last video from a few days ago now, we started off with mining and smithing. Been doing that. I think I said I was going to do the mining overnight and the smithing during the day, and I've done that, and it's worked out pretty fantastic if you ask me. What did we finish off with the mining side of things? I think I had mithril, adamantite, runite, and dragonite to go. So the mithril is now done. And actually on the smithing side of things, if I go into my spend XP here, all of the dragonite's done, and I didn't have much mithril to go, but the mithril's done and all of the dragon stuff's done. So I had a big pile of 55,000, something like that, if my memory's correct, of dragon bars. And I basically just crafted all the stuff from level 70 to 90 or whatever. The cool thing is, and the reason I wanted to do the smithing during the day, is that if you leave this at 95%, there's enough there that if you check it every 45 to 60 minutes, I mean, you can go a little bit over 60 minutes, but if you check it maybe once an hour, somewhere in that realm, there's plenty of XP in the mastery pool from 95 to 100% that you can level up quite a bit and actually level these up to 99. The thing is with mining, you can't do that. So if you look at the smithing side, you've got 57.5 million XP here. So you've got plenty of headspace there that you can use that up. And even like some of these, I don't have one at 99 or 89, do I? Or 98. I think they're like 1.2 million or something like that to get them over to 99. And there's enough room there that you can actually level it and still get like another level off of something else too. So that's why I kind of wanted to do those during the daytime. And the mining, you only get 5.5 million over here. So if these take 1 million, you're going to dip below that 95%, and there's just nothing you can do about it. So what I've been doing, the downside is if you keep the 95%, you gain 10 XP or 10 HP on the rock you're mining. So you do more damage, you gain more mastery pool XP. The downside is you just kind of lose all that extra mastery pool. So it's kind of a toss up. And what I've basically been doing is just running, like I did mithril and then I did adamantite. And I'm about done with adamantite. This is probably going to be done tonight. I went through on the smithing side and used up all of the dragonite that I had. I had a little bit of runite. I had some adamantite. And of course I had some mithril. The mithril's gone. I ended up selling that. I ended up selling my mithril ore. And if I do this right, the cool thing about the mining side is I won't even have to do any dragonite at all. And this has the lowest, these nodes have the lowest HP, so that they take a long time to do. And there's a lot of downtime waiting for it to respawn and everything. So if this works correctly, I could probably just take it up now, but I don't want to burn off what little, I want to keep that 50% because that reduces your interval and you get the reduced ore time, respawn time. So I don't want to lose these here. So I just kind of balance it, you know what I mean? Stay over 50%, but under 95, but over 50, I guess. And this is working out really well. At some point, I probably will have to go get some rune essence whenever I do rune crafting. So I may not totally complete this just yet. I may get smithing done and then move on to something else while I do this in the background and maybe just do rune essence, because I think it all gets the same mastery pool XP. And maybe not. I'm not sure. It doesn't show you. It shows the XP of the item, but not the mastery pool. Anyway, I'm not sure on that one. But let's see here. I don't really care at this point. I'm just kind of running things. The synergy I've been running for mining, let's see, is this one with the mole and the bear, so that I get the perfect swing, get the extra 20 hit points onto the node, which I'm out. I need to actually create some of those. Okay, well, I'll have to create some of those tonight. Really, I don't have any of those at all. I must have ran out. Yeah, I think I must have ran out last night and didn't catch it. Okay, and then during the daytime, I've been running the salamander and the pig because that gives you a minus 0.1 chance or minus 0.1 interval. So it makes things go a little faster. So, 0.1 isn't very much, but you average it out over a 12-hour period or 15-hour period, whatever it is, and it adds up. You know what I mean? So these go a little quicker. I had, I don't know, I think I had 5,000 adamantite bars, and I rode those down a little bit to like 3,000, and then I had to go do some stuff. So I spent my Mastery Pool XP down to 50%, and then started crafting these adamantite bars because I knew I was going to be away for a little while. So instead of letting it build up and losing the XP, I just went ahead and spent it down and, and figured I was going to get it, I'll build it back up with these bars anyway. So no big deal. So I'll be ready to go with the adamantite gear tomorrow. And if I can spend enough of this out, I may not have to do much or any runite at all, depending on how this all goes. So I'll have to mine it up, but I mean, I don't have to do anything with Dragonite anymore. And 55,000 was more than enough with this 80%. And I had with the 95% Mastery Pool bonus, this goes up to 61%, because you get a chance to double items. But with that, man, I was cranking some stuff out. I kind of regret not having this 95%, so I'd get double the ingots, but whatever, 50% chance is pretty good. 50 versus 60 is a little bit worse, but it's still pretty good. So I don't know, this is working out really well. I did go in and look at, let's see here, my herb lore. One thing I had totally forgot about is the Seeing Gold potion. And I think in the last video, I mined up a bunch of silver, and then I sold off all the silver ore like an idiot. And I wasn't thinking, I totally forgot about this. Not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and get this. I need to knock this out at some point. So it's on my list of things to do. Because this is you get a gold bar when you're smithing silver, or a chance to get gold when you're smithing silver. I'm not doing that right now, so I don't really care about it. It would have been handy, I guess, but these I'll just create and sell. I won't bother with them. It's a good thing to have, and getting it to level 4 would be great. Actually, getting it to mastery level 99 would be great. And that'll eat into these silver bars a little bit, but not a big deal. The other one that I had forgotten about was, let's see, there was another one. Perfect Swing is done. I thought there was a second one. Maybe not. Oh, it was the tablet. So I need to work on the salamander tablet too. This is only mastery level 96, and I need to get that finished off. So I may be doing double duty with these adamantite bars. I'll go ahead and get these built into the salamander. Actually, no, because the herb lore takes silver bars. So the cool thing is if you look at the recipes for this, like if I would have used the mithril bars, which I probably should have, it would use up 4 of them. So this actually only uses 3. If I'd have been thinking, I'd have probably kept the adamantite or the mithril and just used those up, but I totally forgot about it. Actually, the Dragonite bars would have been the best because it only uses 1, and that's a really good use of the resource. But I made a bunch of money off of it, not that I really need it. I mean, I'm floating at 2.4 million, or 2.4 billion. I totally have no money issues. As far as the mastery pool, I did not get all of my completion log stuff from the last time, but the overall completion went from 94.3. I looked at my video and saw where it was. I never expanded this, so breezing through the video, I didn't see where I expanded it, but we went from 94.3 to 94.49. So this actually ticked up quite a bit. I think this mastery might have gone up a decent chunk because it closed a lot of stuff off with the smithing, because we closed off all of the Dragonite gear. Where is smithing? I'm blind. Here it is. So I don't know what this was before, but it actually went pretty far. And if you look at, I don't remember how much of the red stuff I had, but like I closed all this off. I might have only had the javelin heads and I think maybe the daggers or something. There was only like a couple of these filled up, and I closed the rest of these out. So that's, 14 things cleared out plus whatever other, I had 3 over here and then a couple here and maybe, these here I've closed out for the runite. So it's made a little bit of a dent, and that makes it go quick. The rune crafting will go fill in a lot. But that bumps that little percent. If you're worried about seeing your mastery percentage go up, clearing out stuff like rune crafting, maybe crafting, smithing, those have a lot of items and they clear out fairly fast. So it makes it look better. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where we're at going forward too. I might let this go. I don't think it'll get done by the time I go to bed, but I might let this run on this salamander stuff for tonight. Actually, I should let it run on the mole. In fact, I need to just change that over right now because I need to get the mole tablet or the mole tablets before I go to bed. Let's see, equip that. And what else do we need? Rings. So I need this over to the ring, and I believe I need, actually we can just, oh, you know what? I never did upgrade these either. So that's going to free up some inventory spots. So that's the other thing I'm kind of thinking about in the back of my mind is freeing up inventory spots and, making sure I can sell off everything that I don't need right now. That's why I kind of got rid of the mithril and the dragonite and all that. I'm trying to keep this as clean as possible and just get rid of as much junk as possible. The other thing I've done is kept these Jewel of Rallic so I could do this upgrade here, and that gets me another 5 million off of that. If I want to boost it through the alt magic here, the item alchemy, I can sell it for 160% value. I'll probably do that, but I've been kind of hanging on to these just to do that very thing right there. I have a few of these circlets, and I got a gem finally. From what I understand, I never really paid attention to it, but I looked at the wiki. You get this from doing certain skills, and you get the jewel from doing other skills. So they like interweave in here, and I don't know which is which. But depending on which skill you're doing, you have the chance of getting one half of or the other half. And you'd have to look at the wiki to see which is which, but I always kind of thought it was kind of random, but I would get a bunch of one and then not get any of the other. And I always thought it was kind of weird, and it makes sense now. So it's just kind of interleaving in through that. So summoning, we need to get set up on summoning here, and we need to do the mole with, we'll do this here. Actually, that takes, yeah, cool. All right. We got plenty of adamantite. I'll be mining some more of it up, so no big deal. I'll let that run until I go to bed, and that will take care of the evening stuff. Let this mastery pool build back up. I could spend some on things here, but I don't think I will. I think I'll let that build up. I'd like to get this back to 95%. What I spent it on was this Cyclops one, because I didn't want to spend all my Slayer coin. That thing eats up Slayer coin like crazy. So that is where we are. I'm very pleased with the way this is turning out. This mining and smithing combination is pretty solid, because now I know that I don't have to worry about dragonite. So any mastery pool I get can just go into that and spend that down, get rid of it. So that means I don't have to mine it, because that's the most difficult one to mine. I mean, as these go, they get harder and harder to mine, less and less hit points, more time between respawn, things like that. So it's kind of nice to be able to just bust through this and just skip this altogether. If I can get all the mastery from both these to spend that one off, I'm done. That'll be the end of it. And if I get it to the point where I've only got a couple of levels left on like runite, I'll go ahead and spend all this and be done with it, because there shouldn't be that much mining left. I mean, aside from like the rune essence and stuff, but at that point, whatever. I'll let it build the mastery pool back up. That will do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.